I cannot wait. Oh man, I got to take another trip out on top of that. On top of the trip out, I got to take another trip out. But I found what I was looking for. I found it. I found it. Yeah. Crazy thing about it was right around the corner from where I used to live at. I'm like, I used to live there. Right around the corner from there, which is weird. But Lord allowed us to find it. So that is fantastic. Where's my fan at? Why's my fan not on me? Whew, found it, man. I found it. They got, of course, what I've seen from the distance of it and observing it, it's a white screen. That's why they can't read jack. That's why they can't pick up anything. There's several other places too I was able to locate on open movie theaters all around Allentown, drive-throughs, which we're going to be using over there. We got a sample sheet, a large sample sheet of the Ultra Black Cinematic, a larger version, which I'm going to be doing downstairs too on top of that. I want to do a larger version of it also. But yeah, we have the larger version of it. Don't I got one of these that has a backing to it that has more of a stands up better? I'm pretty sure I got one. So we're going to do a splatter screen. I'm going to do a get one of the portable screens, brand new. Do a splatter screen with that to show the results, so we can go around and show that from the door. I said before, we're going to be we got several things we can choose from with this program. I'm definitely going to be using marketing and advertisement because that's something we really need for our company to get it out there. People have come in and seen the screen. It pretty much sells itself, so that makes it 10 times easier for us to be to market this product because again, like I said, it sells itself, and that's why I can't explain it enough why testing is so important. Why it's important not to cut corners and lie about your products. I'm so happy. I'm so happy God is good. He has been blessing us, blessing us, blessing us, blessing us, blessing us, blessing us, and blessing us. Despite those who have tried to work so hard to try to take away our blessings. Look at this, what I got today. Jeez, I was getting it in today. I still got to be out. I'm going to be going past this. I'm just getting it in today. He's been blessing us and blessing us and blessing us. I told you, you can't stop divine blessings. You can't stop them. You can't stop them. That's why I'm glad we did everything by the book. Lord said do it by the book. Don't cut corners. Do it by the book. And now we can go out and show this technology up anywhere we want. We can have the meet to the park. Man, we can do the demonstration in the park. And I'm like, man, that's where it's at. We have to show them the product works. What better way to show them the product works is actually in the park, in the daytime, which we've been doing all over Allentown. So the fact that we've been doing all those demonstrations, so that fireplace pulling up anywhere we want to go, that's all we have to show them. Literally, that we have a technology that does that. They have to start that screen up. A white screen literally triggers off roughly between 8 and 9. That gets pretty late. Movie's going to be about an hour, maybe 2 hours long, depending on what you're showing. The technology we're going to be coding on there is the cinematic. The cinematic can register at between 6 to 7. That's what they register at 300 lumens, as you saw outside. Their projector is way over 300 lumens. Their projector is like 7,000 lumens. I'm like, gee, we're 7, because that's why they chose 7, because they got a white screen. Anytime we run into an area with a white screen, we know darn well the projector is going to be through the roof. We automatically know this, because they're trying to get the screen to run. That's why. So we're used to operating on much lower lumen projectors. So for us, that's a cakewalk for us. It's automatic. We know our stuff's going to run there with no problem whatsoever. So yeah, 7,000 lumens. Are you kidding me? The projector I used to fire up for the King Kong screen, the giant screen outside at 250 inches, was around 4,000 lumens. And they're using 7,000? Jeez. Man, we'll be able to hit that with no problem. 7,000. And that technology looks like at 300 lumens. In the conference room, that thing looks amazing. Which again, like I said, the cinematic is going to be in a lot of places. All these white projection screens, we're going to be recoding all those screens over with our technology. Everything's going to be coded over with cinematic technology. Next week, we start working on the virtual tanks. I was thinking about the gunmetal. The reason why the gunmetal doesn't pose an interest for me, and I'll tell you why, because it's an online product. Ain't nobody out there thinking about gunmetal. There's not one person out there thinking about gunmetal that you run into gunmetal. Most likely going to buy black technology. That's where they're going to go toward. And the majority of screens are going to run into a white. We're going to introduce a screen that's going to have that ability to read that 100% contrast, which you're going to need. Most likely it's going to be black technology. Anything for advertising technology involves in the transparent screens, but even they have a form of invisible contrast attached to them. Not greater than the black screens, but they do read it. So again, at the end of the day, yeah, that's pretty much. The only reason why we do a gunmetal could pretty much approve it online. And at the point we're pushing at, we're in the direction we're going at, I'm not really looking at doing too much online. I'm looking at doing a little more offline because that's where I want to venture out to. I haven't got a chance to really dip my feet in that part of the world of marketing, and that's where I want to go. And it's easy. It's 10 times easier to market out there than it's online. Online, we have to prove so much stuff to show that our product works. And there we just, somebody walks to a room and go, ah, that's it? All right, cool, I'm buying. That's it. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. I would have to send tons and tons of videos over and demonstrations. Then have one person walk into a room and see all our stuff and go, oh, okay, cool, contract. Bam, that's it. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. So yeah, I'm just going to be concentrating more on offline. And as I told you before, our sales numbers don't lie. We literally got more orders from companies than we got from customers. So that tells me at the end of the day, this is where we're going. Everybody we're dealing with are all companies. Every single one of them are all companies. They're not any customers. They're all companies. This office, companies. Showroom, companies. The only people I see that probably would be customers would be Alletonians, which I think they're going to give Alletonians. Alletonians, basically, that would be coming into showroom to see the screens. They'll be placing orders for their homes and backyards and stuff like that. Online, so much? When you think of this at the end of the day, there's no shipping cost for us. So you just come in and just pick up. That's it. Online, we have to pay for shipping and all that stuff, and back and forth, and you have to go through that whole verification and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a headache. It's too much of a headache. It gets to a point that you just don't want to be. You don't want to be bothered with it. You just don't. Because again, as I said before, we do more testing than anybody else. Name one person does as much testing as we do. We do more testing on everything. And we still, at the end of the day, are the ones that have to back it up compared to somebody walking into a dark apartment with a high-powered machine and manipulating the machine going, oh, it works. That's why I said we're done with all that nonsense. I'm going where the money's at. We got one person can walk in, see that technology, buy right from the door. No ifs, ands, or buts, right there, buy. I said before, the stuff that you do, it doesn't affect us. Again, we're getting contracts. We're about to blow up. My next vehicle, if I want, can be a McLaren. I can spend $500,000 for a car. So that's a capital I'm about to bring in pretty soon. I can literally spend that much money for a vehicle if I want to. We can get more money for this technology out here. Like I said, when I do installs, I make $700 a gallon. Online, I got to deal with the person that got to go, well, we got some customers that are just coming and buy because they know the worth of the technology. But then we got to deal with the nickel and dimers who think at the end of the day, our product should cost them the same thing as an untested paint that literally I can make myself. They could have literally made themselves. They felt we should be on the same level. Yeah, all right, go kick rocks. You can't afford my stuff. You can't afford my stuff. That's all to it. That's what it comes down to. I try to be nice about that in the day. But I can't stand the nickel and dimer. Well, go out and get from someplace else. Because you ain't no place you can go and buy at the end of the day. We tested everything. We've been doing this for over 14 years. I've tested everything on the market. Where will you go and buy something from? Go ahead. Challenge me. Buy a screen and challenge my technology. Matter of fact, I may have this as a contest. Challenge my screen contest. Find me a screen and put it in and challenge it. And I guarantee we take it out. I can back everything up I say out of my mouth. If I tell you there's nothing left for you out there, I am dead serious because I did all the testing. The other ones, well, they didn't do any testing because they're lazy. That's why. So go ahead, buy a screen. That Yahoo screen, whatever, we've been through those things already. I bought that screen roughly 6 years ago when it came out. Been there, done that. All that stuff. I tested everything. But go get one. I had a customer do that. Get nasty with me. Go out and buy a screen. Come back and say, hey, I bought this screen. Blah, 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 blah. Here's some literature. Read it. And find out that company contacted us saying that we had potential and that they wanted to work with us. And in the long run, in the day, we refused to. So again, yeah, you're going to spend $20,000 for a screen that literally I can take out at $247. Now here come the apologies. Oh, I'm sorry, I had a bad. I don't care at the end of the day if you had a bad day. It's just the point that you have to understand at the end of the day, we don't chase money, we chase God. Second, the technology we engineered, we did all this testing. We know what our stuff is worth. We know darn well that you can't go out anywhere else and you can't buy anything else. Your projector will not function, will not work. You will not get what your projector is designed to do. Can't do it. No matter what you choose. I don't care what projector you get. I don't care how expensive it is. I have dealt with people who had movie theater projectors and they couldn't get that stuff to work on gray and white screens. Only our technology read on it. Because we read a 100% black level. And if for you to sit there and say, whoa, we can get somebody, you can get someone to make it. Get anybody who wants to make it. They still can't compete with us. We're the individual inventors of that technology. So good luck on that one. You've seen what Danny did. Danny tried to do the exact same thing. He tried to come up with a black technology to compete with us. Where did that end up at? 12 million people in the state of Pennsylvania being canceled out due to the fact that he couldn't back up a product. That sounds like something, yeah, that could definitely take my company at the end of the day. So scared that he won't even come back to his YouTube channel, has abandoned his entire website. No activity whatsoever on it. It's a dead site. That's supposed to be the challenge for my technology, really? Guy sitting there in an apartment, screaming at a ceiling wall, sending half-naked pictures of himself all over the internet, ranting and screaming, total lunatic. That's all you have at the end of the day? My goodness, if we were at war, you guys might have just surrender and just give up. We could easily crush you. Like, that's it. Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. You challenge a war with my kingdom, and you bring a donkey and a slingshot? That's what you bring. We don't even have to launch a soldier. I just get a jester with a mace. He can pretty much take you out. That's all you have. For those of you at the end of the day who feel that you can find something to conquer us, please do. Give me a challenge. I got people online searching to find screens for us to challenge. Please find something. Don't knock yourself out, please. Show me something. And take the screen, so you don't waste my time, take the screen and do the same demonstrations we did on that screen. Which means if we're outside in direct sunlight, take it out in direct sunlight. Go ahead. Matter of fact, I'll make it a little bit interesting for you. You see that technology, that sun vision technology we engineered? Find a screen to match it. All tests completed. It should keep me busy for a while. Yeah, you won't find anything. But we did all the testing. All of it. I've had Vivid Storm screens in. I had just a screen called Lewinski. It had a weird name to it. It was a pretty good screen, by the way. I liked it all, but no, it's not going to compete with a black screen. I had Vioxx. It's a Vioxx or Vox. It was Vox, V-O-X, I think it was, company was. What was it called? Smartest Surfaces. We had them. We had Goose Screen, demonstrations of Goose Screen. Goose Screen, we went over and bought their top, best screen they ever had over there. Beat the screen with no problem. Can't take on a black screen. What was the other company we had? Smartest Surface, Goose Screen, Vox. There's another company. Oh, Paint On Screens. Yeah, we did their screens too. Beat their screens too. Every certified screen you could possibly think of stored. Firehawk G4, Firehawk G5, Seymour AV, we had the 1, 2, 3, had all those screens. The lead screen, we just about ran through everything they had. We had the ceiling light projection technology, all the ultra short those screens. Even their top screen, which was a Dark Star 9. I literally used their own screen to beat their own screen. I bought a white screen, converted to our technology, took out the $3,000 screen. Bought a cheap $79 screen from eBay, converted it, painted it, beat their screen again. DMP Supernova, been there, done that. Infinity and Blade, that's the two best screens. Dragonfly, they refused us because we tried to get their sample multiple times. Dream Media tried to get their product multiple times, and we were pointed over to Black Diamond because they didn't want to go against our technology. So in Black Diamond's category, we already beat the 1.4, which is actually the Black Diamond itself. We beat the Zero Edge, had that over here already. Had a couple of other screens we had from them. And the only screen we were hunting for next was that Concept, I think the all black screen they claim they have at the end of the day. But the problem is that when I wanted to go do the research and I contacted directly to the company about the screen, I was told it requires an 8,000 lumen to fire off the screen. 8,000 lumens. So that pretty much fits in the category why black screens require high-end projectors to produce white light. Demonstrations I saw weren't exactly the kind of light environments we use at the end of the day. So you just told me everything about that screen in those 2 videos I just saw, because I developed black technology. The 15%er is 15%. It generates a white level literally so high at 300 lumens, it can make a gray screen look yellow. It can operate outside. What you saw at 300 lumens, you can push an image right through it. It's front and rear technology, completely submergible, projector mapping application. Can operate at projectors at 50 to 300 lumens. Fully ultra short, though compatible, can work in any freak environment it desires. Concept can't do that. If I'm saying it right, I'm saying the concept right. Now, out of all the screens, as I said before, which one, people ask me, which one would I buy? It'd be Diamond Technology. Diamond Technology is far better than everybody else's technology. I can honestly say that from the door. Look, at the end of the day, I might not like the guy at the end of the day for what he did to us, but I respect his work. That's what it comes down to. I respect the fact he spent 11 years in the garage, man. That's dedication right there to build that technology. I respect that. But at the end of the day, I know which technology is better. It would be our technology that would be better. The difference between you guys at the end of the day, you're not mature enough. You can't respect the fact that our technology is better than yours. You have to cheat, lie, do false demonstrations, and this is why you're going to end up in court at the end of the year. And then you're going to be sitting there in the court next to a judge, and you're going to be sitting there crying your brains out, because what we're about to do to you in that courtroom is going to be actually merciless. Mind you, the more people and companies I connect to with that technology, the worse your claim looks of saying that I'm a scammer and I ripped a lot of people off. That's going to hurt you big time in that courtroom. Heck, I'll even send a free screen over to your lawyers. Bet you they drop your case. So you're going to owe me millions. Millions. Mind you, lawsuits for our company start off at $1 million. That's what they start off. All lawsuits for anything start off at $1 million. We're going to make sure you reach in the courtroom, you can't outrun the tree. With the left or right or forward, you can't outrun it. So all lawsuits, they'll be posted everywhere. All lawsuits, violating batch numbers, $1 million lawsuits. That's where they start off at. If they find out that you did a lot of videos and you slandered our company in a certain way, then they'll take it to federal court and they'll ask for prison time. Because that's fraud. Fraud comes with 30 years of prison time. So that's what we're going to do. Hit you hard and quick. And there's no crease in this system, no warning whatsoever. Just get a letter from the attorney explaining to you that you're being summoned for court. You're going to be sued. We're suing you. I don't have time to play games. I really don't. As you see, you guys are doing nothing with your time. I already got my grants coming in. Got a new program coming in. I got another money loan coming in from my company. I'm looking at places to be a set up shop at. Nice warehouse facilities, bringing employees on, giving back to communities. And you at the end of the day are doing that dumb nonsense. Nothing to show for it. Now you're even bitter. You're bitter about everything. You're bitter that we got program support. You're bitter that we're getting grants. You're bitter that our technology reads in sunlight. You're just bitter all day long. Good, you can be bitter in prison. There's plenty of things to be bitter in that at the end of the day. I told you, I'm not lying to you. We're coming for you. You can't cross any bridges until you come across our bridge first. Don't plan anything in life because you're going to cross my bridge first. Once you cross my bridge, it's over. You can move on. So to speak, not so much, but you can still somewhat move past it all, you know. You're going to have to cross my bridge first. My bridge comes with penalties, lawsuits, and possibly long-term prison sentences. So don't think for a hot second that we're going to forget you and we're going to let this go. No, that's not going to happen. We've been documenting you for years. We've been gathering information on you for years to get to this final point. You have literally done so much dumb stuff that you kept refreshing the statute of limitations. That's why we have so much stuff in there we can use against you. We can use that as evidence to paint a nice picture of you to the judge that you've always been this delinquent person who's been carrying on and acting up. You have a history now. There's no way out of this. You have to cross our bridge first before you can find that peace of mind. Unfortunately, that's going to cost you some time. But that's your problem, not mine. It's like, what's the word for it? Housing. How a person robs a bank and thinks he gets away with it. He goes into hiding and they think they're not looking for him. deep down inside, that guilt that burns into his soul, that he has to come clean. He needs to get that off his shoulders. He has to cross that bridge first so he can truly be free of it all. That's what you're going to go through. So don't plan anything. Don't think you're going to grow up with your grandkids. Don't think that you're going to basically see your little bro get married and all that stuff. You got to cross our bridge first. You get to pay for what you've done. I told you, in life, you don't get away with anything. You paid for it here or you paid for it there, but you don't get away with it. You get away with nothing. All those serial killers and people who committed crimes way back in the day before you had the technology we have today, that thought they got away with it, they didn't get away with it. They're in purgatory right now, burning. They got away with nothing. And imagine back then, if you didn't have the technology we have today, like forensic and all that stuff we have now, people committed murders and got away with it. There are a lot of people in the Wild West who got shot for absolutely nothing. People that were camping and guys walked up on top of them and just killed them. And got away with it. A lot of unsolved murders because, again, they didn't have that type of technology. And these people literally thought, as they laid on their deathbed, they killed a lot of people in the process. And they realized they got away with it. Some of them even laughed. I got away with it. They'll never prosecute me. But not realizing that they're transferring over to the next life where they will pay for it forever. Can you imagine the rude awakening on that? Of waking up and seeing that at the end of the day. That's got to be crazy. And it's so terrifying. It's beyond, you can really beyond terrifying. And then to realize that you're going to be there forever. Man, that has got to be jacked up. You don't get away with anything. You will pay for it one way or another. Either here or the next life. Better you pay for it here. Because at least here you got a chance of forgiveness. Over there you have nothing. Pain, suffering, and torment. That's what's waiting for you. And then you got that whole time ticking at the end of the day. Because again, like I said, you're not guaranteed to wake up the next day. You're not guaranteed to come back in. You go to work, you're not guaranteed to come home from work. It's not guaranteed. How many people right now get up in the morning, go to work, come back into a car accident and die? And you hear about it in the news. Somebody got into a car accident coming home, they died. 3 people died in a car accident. Those are people who got up that morning, went to work, and didn't realize they weren't coming home. That could be you. You're not guaranteed. So do you even know where you're going in the next life? You don't even know. So you should be scared. I mean, really scared. Yep, you got to think about that. Me, I walk out the door every day. If I die, I know where I'm going. Do you know where you're going? Every time you watch the news and someone dies, that's someone, at the end of the day, was not promised that day. You're not guaranteed to be here forever. So that should give you something to think about as you're walking about in this everyday world, thinking that at the end of the day that everything is peachy and fine. You just never know. Heck, you'd be sitting outside and a piece of sign can just break off and just crush you. Anything can happen. Final destination all day long. Yep. I remember sitting across the street one time and the church crumbled. Something just told me to walk across the street to get something. We had an old church near the bus station. Been there for a long time. And something told me to go do something. I wanted to walk away. And when I walked away, about 4 or 5 minutes, I heard a huge, massive crash. The side of the church crumbled and slid out into the street. If I was there, I would have been killed. That's what they call the Holy Spirit. When you get saved, you get the Holy Spirit. That protects you from the things of this world, allow you to see things. As you call people the third eye, it's something else. You don't have the Holy Spirit, you're blinded by the world. You can't see. All right, I'm happy. I can't wait to get my new facility. I'm building me a giant Pac-Man screen in there. A giant Pac-Man screen. And no, you would never see it. No. We've been dropping YouTube pretty soon. I get this showroom set the way I want to get this room. I'm done with YouTube. I'm not doing any more videos. I'm done. Because there's no purpose. I had to come to that conclusion, that epiphany that I got a year ago. And the Lord said to me, why are you showing them these things? Why? You already know that you're going to get these blessings. You already know that what's going to happen. Why do you need to prove it to them? Why do you need to show it to them? And Laura's right. If we get a contract for this company over here, why do we need to show you we have a contract for this company over here? If we're getting the money and we're making the money, why would we have to show you? What, to get more orders online? We're making the money right now. We don't need this money here. If we have money making here, we're good. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing. Don't cast your pearls among swine. Sorry not to call all of you swines because you're not. You know what I'm talking about. There's certain ones on our channels that try to make trouble for us. Oh yeah, we know about all that stuff. The people you were contacting and putting false information, we pinged every single email. Well, they did. Guess where they came up? Right directly to your internet box, your router, with your IP attached to it. Guess what's attached to your IP address? Your internet account. Gets attached to your internet account. Your name, your last name, social security number, all your information is right in there. You can't apply for a internet account without basically any form of proper ID information. So if your credit cards are attached to that, guess what? It's a paper trail you leave behind. We don't care about the rest of that stuff. Only thing we're looking for is your address, your first and last name. That's all we need to see pop up. And that's what we got. So that means when you contacted that woman over at the clearing place and you would threaten her, Fernando McAfee, you were threatening this woman because William wasn't around at the time. You're threatening that woman. We got your information. That's a separate charge you're about to get for that. Terroristic threats. And that woman is very well connected in the community. And they felt the need to contact her and threaten her life. Try to get me out of the building. You got to pay for that. Mind you, everything you did, gentlemen, is written in the book of life. If you die in this system, if you die before you go to the system, you'll pay for that. You'll be called up out of the grave, you'll stand before God, and it'll be written in that book what you did. And you will be read off that sin that you have done, and you will pay for this. So you get away with nothing. Absolutely nothing. Ain't that right, Taco? Yeah. Huh? Yeah, right. Huh? Did I give you treats? I didn't, did I? My bad, sorry. Ugh, I'm so happy. So yeah, that's why we don't need to be online too much anymore. As of 2026, all products under our company's name will cease online. We will begin the next stage of our process, the beginning offline only. For those of you who are mad about that decision, look, product been sitting around for what, how long? All right then, you didn't take an interest in it. Companies took the interest in it. That's why we're leaning to companies. Why would I invest the money I'm about to get into customers who didn't support us? I'm going to invest it into companies. Companies supported our company. So that's what we're going toward. That's what we're going to be marketing toward. Besides, everything I see around here and we're doing is for companies. Now, I know I got another super shop for that one right there. All right. What do we wait? What time are we killing here? Because I'm charging stuff as I'm on here charging. I gotta be out for something. All right, get that done. Get that finished. Whew. How you feeling today? Yeah, tell me about it. I walked over down there. I found that place. I finally found it. I found it. A white screen in there too. Easy cakewalk for our technology. You got a dome on it too. That's a cakewalk. Easy. 7,000 lumen projector. Man, that's gonna be way too easy. Now, for those who supported us, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I need to take this path. I have to. Not personal. I have to take this path. It's meant to be. It's our calling. We're going to be converting our company into manufacturing only. Manufacturing, research, and development. That's it. Only time we sell, we're selling for companies and so on. We're basically going to be doing from there. That's it. Did you get it? Did you get it? Let me stop something. Keep stopping. Stop something, just find it, kill it, later on. I don't know, something. See, meant to be. Everything is meant to be. How did you get the head director? The head director himself was here in this office looking at this stuff. The head director. He could have sent down an associate, he could have sent down anyone. Him himself came down. We met the head director. And the head director has to wait to direct our application where it needs to go. Came in, shook his hand, talked to him, saw the technology, loved it. Showed him the demonstration out in the park and different areas where we're at. We can pull up. We want to do screens around Allentown for movie night. We're going to get those grants. All kinds of grants that come through the city, we'll get them. I want one for the schools, to design screens for them. I want one for a lot of the new apartment complexes they're building around here. We want our screens installed in there. I'm planning to get our stuff embedded everywhere. And this is going to put Allentown on the map. And what's going to do for you guys who made these false statements, I said that was a scam and a rip on orders, it's going to make you look really bad in court. How in the world would I be all these things if my stuff is operating in these places? Which means that good chance when we get to court, they're going to ask for more jail time. Because the lawyers know they're going to get it. Gentlemen, you can easily get from this whole thing, this whole mess that you guys caused, this whole conspiracy around my company, you can easily get a 56-year prison sentence. Easily. I'll tell you one thing, at the age you're at right now, it's life. Anything you get is life. You get 10 years, that's life. I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to get over 10 years. You're definitely getting over 10 years. It's a lot. And then you're involved with the head ringleader at the end of the day. You guys all this conspiracy to get together and try to come against my company, make these false statements, and then you attack my family members in the process and stalk them too also. You're way over 10 years. Your last days on this planet, and again, like I said, you only get one life. That's what's precious about life. You get one life and one life only. How you spend the last of your years on this earth is very important. Unfortunately for you, the dumb stuff that you did, you're going to spend it in a very awful place. And no one wants to spend the last of their time in it. That's the last place you want to see when you close your eyes. And if you haven't gotten your life saved while you're in there, because there's churches and stuff you don't see while you're in there. If you don't, then when you wake up in the next life, you know what's waiting for you. And that's forever. That never ends. You got a bridge. You got a major bridge you got to cross. But you got yourself in that situation. Statute of limitations that I have on you guys, I got 3 more years to come for you. 3 years. A lot can happen in 3 years. In 3 years, after 3 years, we can't touch you. But within the 3-year timeline today, I can get you. So just don't think because something didn't happen today or tomorrow that we forgot about it. No, we have 3 years within that timeline to come get you. If you move and you disappear, I'll pay for a bounty hunter to track you, to find you. I'll put the money up for it. I got a Marine at the end of the day, he's a bounty hunter, him and his wife. I'll send them out there to get you. They'll find you. This guy can find terrorist groups in deep little pockets in third world countries. I'm pretty sure he can find you on U.S. soil. So if you move and you disappear, I'll get a bounty hunter for you. You're not going anywhere. You're going to serve that time. You're going to go into that courtroom, you're going to meet that judge. This is going to happen, no matter what. You'll have to cross that bridge first. That being said, well, I got to get back to what I want to do at the end of the day. I got technology to engineer. I'm looking at that right now, fish tank screen. That's interesting. I just got the blueprints on how to build it that fast. All right, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be really interesting. Oh man, that's going to be that'd save a lot of money too. See how amazing God is? Just having this conversation, I was just thinking on the way down here, I want to start working on the virtual tanks, and that fast, the Lord just gave me the idea on how to build these tanks. We can't show you, by the way. Everything we're building here from now on, it's going to be basically cloaked. We can't show you a lot of stuff now because of what we're going to be doing and where we're hitting at. But that is freaking cool. That would definitely look amazing. I got to build one now. I've got to build one. Mind you, videos will be coming up private. You'll be seeing that from time to time. Videos coming up private. That's stuff we're testing and working on. We can't show you because of the patents and stuff we have now that we're basically initiating for the technology. All right, well, that's basically about it. If you're a company, well, guess what? Welcome aboard. We've got a lot of cool stuff we're going to be developing for you. A lot of cool stuff, especially if you're in your advertising products or life. It's going to be freaking amazing. So, with that being said, yippee-ki-yay. I know you're going to have some people in the day saying, well, all I got to do is pose as a company. Yeah, you would have to have a business tax identification ID number. You'll have to show your license. And you're going to need all that stuff. So that's a lot of money to pay for a lot of stuff at the end of the day if you're going to be faking being a customer. You need an EIN number. You have to have one of those in order to be able to buy online from us. You need to request an EIN number and your license ID in order to buy online. Okay, well, that's basically about it. 2026, change goes in. And then from there, we get ready for setting up for companies. All right, thank you for your time and God bless.